The Chairman and Board of the Fiji Indigenous Business Council, Honourable Ministers and Members of Parliament, representatives of government and government ministries and statutory organizations, representatives of the private sector, financial institutions, Indigenous business owners and entrepreneurs, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Ni sabolo nak. Ni wasata ni karkarabisano kumay tigabu. Au binakata minta kakundre. Tigabu nananda bo binaka berna itau keningele, itau kenibanua, na may tukinungo. Na punua po turangan don mai, nangon turangan na roti suba, da bo rokotaka na nonra taukena na punongo nonra solia, may tukina na korlebo suba, tayo kina na bay tamatata ko matentu na bay business so, sa may binagatukin na nonda punua nangon go. Da masuni na wali suya boga lebo tikubera na kalog na yaw. May suso mini yaw lebu, asoli tong mandavera, karsama isolia, mendamang tagararamba, membalactivity, kena matintuan ng ongo. Marawa lebu ni usureti mo may taleke for the 2026 Fiji Indigenous Business Council Symposium. I commend your council for bringing together government departments, government ministers, businesses, financial institutions, and indigenous entrepreneurs around a common question. How do we create a stronger indigenous business sector that is commercially successful and contributes more significantly to Fiji's national development? I want to thank you very much for my change in attitude. I asked the Business Council last year, the beginning of last year, to provide me figures. And I asked Mr. Nata to give me land rental figures that I could use in Parliament to present a case that the poor Fijian is not poor, is not no longer poor. Nabuno nung kasi nga binakata men darere ti kaya. En darere makati umbaga ng ramdruwa. En the mombulo tumbaga ng ramdruwa. Awa ang karato na kontak ni nindo na tabingu. Ni mer ni loma si mada sa tingo sa tingo moi siang pin moi siang oh karon kay vital noman. I want him to become closer to this group. How do we create a stronger indigenous business sector that is commercially successful and contributes more significantly to Fiji's national development? Nano akero be basa kiti ko batake nanung accountant. Arau vitor liga jo batake nanung lawyer. Mero le vital no batake na CEO ni Fiji Inland Fiji Islands Revenue and Customs Services. Rau lako warere itu. Why are you going to him? Why shouldn't I go? Don't we want to go and talk to him first? No, I'm the taxpayer. I should go. But we look after your taxes and your legal matters. But if he's leaving me that much, I should go. au ia tu na vera au sinire ke sa levi te me ngoro ron soma au sanga ni ka te mena no mo ko ni un roba ti ko no go ba ba ana halo me tu weekenda ke ba kan sanda I tau ke indine ni bunungo. That is how you must feel. That's how you must feel about being here, living in this land that we call our own, with those that have come to make it such a successful nation that it is today. Get rid of the fear. The question for us today that goes beyond the initial question I've asked, or you have asked yourselves, and you have structured it into your theme. Structural change and total reset. Structural change, total reset. It calls for us to be honest about where we are, what is working, and what needs to be changed. For too long, Indigenous economic empowerment has sometimes been discussed primarily in terms of assistance, grants, access to land or government programs, but these also remain important. However, they are not the end objective. The objective must be economic participation, economic ownership, enterprise, investment, employment, productivity, and wealth creation. Ochibu mena koro na ni batwas. Tarong asarbio ndo na tuakang. Umaraw ni vida to na tuakang ko to mena koro tuniyo. Umaro bole ni ulang mena koro ni ndo kasbio na to bolgo. Eso sana no muni sa kasi ndo tu bikin na kay nabat. Tarong yo ko I city. E vida to ndo la Julia ndalo. Sa bole tu mo tumbori. Sa tu nomor to tamban tete erto sa singay bia bole mata kali sulingo. E vida ndo Torong sari, vida undolu. Sarabi torong ising do man somra. E undolu nga. Satun sarabi to mosese. Esa sing ni boleh tama baba itu ni tete o nungge boleh todo. Sawara tonga sa bola tun ni china bengo. Tun sa bola ti metu na boto asa sem bola ke ni mutung. Yana pun tarong imoy. Abo ronga na undolo te tu magi ina kor se chang. As a Prime Minister, we accept, and my deputy is here, that government must create the right conditions, financial institutions must expand access to appropriate capital, established businesses must open supply chains and markets. That's why I asked about Moi this morning. Development partners must help build capacity and connectivity, and indigenous businesses must respond with stronger governance. Not governance covered in fear or cowering in fear. We must have innovation, accountability, and commercial discipline. Driving in this morning, I was thinking about when I was at school in the village, and when I went to Mbudalevu Intermediate School, coming back for the holidays. Dan kita bina tahan ang kanimbulu, meron kami embaras. Kay warang balilay kita na wana. May toni na imboro namdam na imboro tanga. May walay kinanan na itungan ni tanga ninyo, RB, Rabuka Brothers. Kito bulta ninyo chuy suway carpenters. Wuli na stoa, ni kay chay na tamang. Lang may na cooperative movement, tarangan na nito, turangan niya busa. Munraw, wala may sato yawa stoa na numero stoa. Yes, handon. Rabi Basaki, isang evaluation. Pero misa na gaya ni sa walon ropaon. Sabi na, sabi na sa nga wala na yung bagong sa $1 sa mertungan ni Joe, minawalon ropaon niya, hindi natin ito bitamang. Sa dolo buwabi na ito ko. Yan nakatusang nga ito bumbula. We must kill that spirit of fear, that spirit of failure. Bring out a spirit of victory, of power. And that must show here first in this group. You must exude that air of confidence. When people see you, ongkur tu na itubilita gina Indigenous Business Council ibiti. Hui. They must be successful. Yes, they are. Let's join them and learn from them and be part of them. Reset that you're looking for. You're trying to create an opportunity for partnership, but also partnership of responsibility. The establishment of the Fiji Indigenous Business Council in 2001 recognized an important national challenge. Ownership of land and natural resources do not automatically translate into economic empowerment. This is your word. These are your words. These are your thoughts. You have to convey that, not only in words, but in feeling, in a sense of confidence, to all the others who are out there. We can't tawag. Nima matabo siguro. Liutag jokin na nima min business. Gona we kakim to kana. Get rid of the fear. Access to education, finance, commercial knowledge, institutions and markets are equally important. They remain relevant. But the opportunity that's before us today is greater. Where landowners and resource owners choose to participate commercially, they should have pathways to become shareholders, investors, developers, and business partners. The question is not simply how much income can be generated from an asset. The question is how much value can be created from the asset. Who participates in that value, and how much of that value remains within our communities and our economy. We therefore need to move further up the value chain, from land to development, from resources to production, from production to processing, from processing to branding, and from branding to domestic, regional, and international markets. These are your own words. You drafted this address. Live it. Live with it. Show it. That is how ownership becomes lasting economic wealth. One of the headings you prepared for me is From Assistance to Access and Opportunity. When I got your invitation to be here this morning, I had this written, Di nau kinandaumaka. Di nau kinandaumaka. For a long time, through colonial days, Itaukei were not allowed to borrow money. Borrowing was a sin. We have learned to live with borrowing and live out from dominance of borrowing. That is what we are creating. We are trying to create and encourage among the indigenous people of Fiji. Government has the responsibility to help remove structural barriers. Access to finance remains one of these barriers. The government's allocation of $3.8 million to the Itaukei Resource Owners Support and Development Fund is intended to help resource owners unlock the economic potential of their land through residential and commercial development. Yesterday I saw an email came to me from a land agent who is selling a lot of very valuable land. I forwarded the email to the Minister for Lands and also to NATA. How can we buy back those big, valuable plots of land? Government funding alone will not create strong indigenous business sectors. We need to leverage public support to unlock private capital. This means creating stronger pathways to commercial lending, equity investment, blended and concessional finance, credit guarantees, ventures and growth capital, investment partnerships, business matching, and financial and investment readiness support. You want to talk about government as a market maker. There is another area where we need to be more ambitious. Government is not only a regulator and facilitator, government is also a major purchaser of goods and services. Use the government, use the people in government. You may know more about us in the area of businesses, but we can use our positions to facilitate, to assist, not only you, but everyone who wants to move on and grow and become more powerful in our own field. That's what governments are there for. Use us. We should be asking practical questions. How can more of this economic activity create opportunities for capable indigenous businesses? That does not mean compromising the value for money, competition or procurement integrity. It simply means ensuring that capable indigenous businesses can see the opportunity, understand the requirements, and compete for it. Building indigenous businesses into national projects. Another of your headings. Another of the areas that you will want to be covering over the next 2 days. As Fiji invests in infrastructure and economic transformation, indigenous businesses should have a pathway to participate in the projects and shape our future. Last night I was at the launch of the work group of hotels and resorts in Fiji. they want to list in the stock exchange. That opens up doors for us as individuals, as family businesses, provincial enterprises, to go in and be part of that. The Capital Markets Authority was opened during my time as a Prime Minister in the 1990s. So far, we have been a very small part of that. Let us increase our participation, improve our profile, get rid of the fear, be part of those beautiful enterprises we see in Fiji. Gornito, sakima mingori. Kasi nga, okitunggo. Tumay toka loto nga wango indo na say supa say Lami. Tumay vital no token. Come out. Let's come out of it. From small business to value chain businesses. Another of your headings. Fiji's ambition is to establish 5,000 Itauke and Rutuman companies by 2034. That is a significant target, but it can be done. It requires Indigenous business pipelines, idea, startup, formalization, finance, capability, market, growth, export, investment. Each stage requires different support. FIBC has an important role in helping businesses understand these stages and prepare for them. Government, financial institutions, and the private sector must ensure the pathways are accessible. The role of finance in the private sector. Financial institutions also have a critical role. We need to move beyond the traditional question of whether an Indigenous entrepreneur has sufficient collateral. We must also consider business viability, cash flow, government market opportunity, management capability, and future growth. This requires stronger relationship between Indigenous businesses and financial institutions. I encourage banks and other financial institutions to work with you, the FIBC, to develop practical solutions for Indigenous enterprises, including investment readiness, financial literacy, business mentoring, and appropriate financing products. At the same time, Indigenous businesses must meet the standards expected by commercial financiers. Access to capital must be matched by accountability for capital. That's how we build trust. Partnerships that create capability. Another of your headings. No business succeeds in isolation. FIBC should therefore become a stronger bridge between Indigenous businesses and government and financial institutions, establish local companies, Australian businesses, development partners, technology providers, universities and training institutions, and regional markets. Later today, there will be the joint Fiji-Australia and Australia-Fiji Business Council meetings. How many of us are in there? How many of us are known by those? Our partners should not simply provide funding. They should help open markets, transfer knowledge, strengthen technology, build management capability, and create commercial networks. This is where our international partnerships can become more meaningful. I just sent off a letter to the Prime Minister of Australia asking him to keep the Yangona coming into Australia. They had a trial period, it ended, and they've just had informal extensions. I do not know how many of us are into that. I was going to ask as I walked in, how many of us are Seventh-day Adventists? Whatever ni lebu nandau ni business binaga itu ke era kabitu. Berarti bagian resing ngunang kan? Let us look at all of the factors that affect our businesses. Dua serangan nak kau ngomoi. Tebu na business. Alilibu na business sa wali kuatal. Aman labor na yang gana. Now he's become more successful. Young people and women building the next generation. A total reset must also be generational. We need more young entrepreneurs, more young Indigenous people to see entrepreneurship as a pathway to independence, to innovation and national contribution. We need more Indigenous women to establish, own, and lead businesses. We have some of them. Some have gone on. But they were very great shining light during their lives. This means strengthening access to entrepreneurship education, mentoring, digital tools, finance, apprenticeships, incubation, market networks, and leadership opportunities. The 5,000 companies ambition that you have will only be achieved if we build the next generation of Indigenous entrepreneurs now. Rural and maritime economies, taking opportunity beyond Suva. Our economic transformation must reach beyond our major urban centers. Our rural and maritime communities hold significant potential in agriculture and fisheries and tourism, in renewable energy, cultural industries, and the wider blue economy. But potential is not enough. We must connect that potential to markets. I therefore encourage Indigenous businesses to look beyond traditional markets, develop our rural supply chains, add value to agricultural and fisheries products, build community-based tourism, explore maritime logistics, develop digital businesses and create partnerships, and bring remote communities into the formal economy. Indigenous businesses and the ocean of peace. Our vision for Indigenous economic empowerment also connects directly to Fiji's ocean of peace. 2 days ago, the Prime Minister of the Solomons is promoting Fiji's concept of ocean of peace among the provinces of the Solomon Islands, and openly saying this idea that came from Fiji, we can adopt and adapt for the Solomons. Let's do it for ourselves here in Fiji, in our own provinces, in our own tikinas, in our own villages, in our own families. Peace, prosperity, and inclusion reinforce each other. A peaceful Pacific creates the conditions for investment. Strong communities strengthen resilience. Sustainable resources management protects future economic opportunities and economically empowered communities to contribute to national stability and social cohesion. A new government business compact. I believe we should now move towards a more structured partnership between government and Indigenous businesses. I want to see Fiji Indigenous Business Council help shape a government-Indigenous business partnership compact that is focused on practical outcomes. The agenda could include access, finance, procurement, information, technology and markets, ownership, equity participation, investment, commercial development of Indigenous assets, capability, governance, skills, management, digitalization, and commercial discipline, partnership, JVs, supplier development, mentoring and international business linkages, and scale, growth, export, regional expansion, and investment. The challenge to government. The government must also challenge itself. Are our policies as government enabling Indigenous businesses to compete? Are our processes unnecessarily difficult? You tell us. Are we providing sufficient information? Are our major projects creating genuine pathways for local businesses? Are we leveraging government expenditure to build local capability? And are we measuring outcomes rather than simply counting programs? Fiji has set an ambitious target, an ambition for sustained economic growth of 6% and a transition towards higher income status. Government cannot achieve that alone. The private sector must invest. Financial institutions must provide appropriate capital. Development partners must help build capability and resilience, and Indigenous businesses must become a larger part of the productive economy. When Indigenous businesses grow, they create jobs. They strengthen households. They develop communities and broaden the national tax and economic base. That is the economic transformation that we should be pursuing. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to move from potential to performance, from ownership to investment, from assistance to enterprise, from enterprise to employment, from local participation to regional competitiveness, and from individual success to shared national prosperity. That, I believe, is the meaning of a structural change and total reset. I commend the Fiji Business Council for its leadership, and I also challenge you with the challenges that you've set yourself. Build businesses that are strong enough to compete, capable enough to partner, innovative enough to grow, and resilient enough to endure. Let us unlock the value of our resources while protecting them from for our future generations, and let us build an Indigenous business sector that is commercially strong, nationally significant, and fully integrated into Fiji's economic future. On that note, it gives me great pleasure to officially declare the 2026 Fiji Indigenous Business Council Symposium open. Winawalevu, fear not, fear not, fear not. Naka.